After awareness learned to watch itself, comparison entered the field. Cain and Abel is not a story about monsters and saints. It is a story about two humans receiving different signals of safety and value. From a neuroscience lens, no supernatural force is required to explain what unfolds. Comparison, threat response, and dysregulation are sufficient. This does not negate spiritual readings. It offers one biological pathway among many. What appears here is comparison without capacity. One offering is received, one is not. And the body that feels unseen does not experience that moment as neutral. It experiences it as threat. This is the first time worth becomes externalized. Value is no longer felt internally. It must be confirmed from the outside. Once worth is external, loss of worth feels like danger. Cain does not simply feel disappointed, he feels destabilized. No one helps him metabolize rejection. No one teaches him how to regulate the surge of shame and grief. But lack of teaching does not remove choice. And so here are 9 biological mechanisms behind Cain and Abel. 1. Social comparison processing. The brain evaluates self-worth relative to others. Abel's acceptance is perceived by Cain as personal diminishment. 2. Reward prediction error. Expected validation does not arrive. Disappointment becomes physiological distress. 3. Threat response activation. Perceived social rejection activates survival circuitry. The body prepares for danger where none exists. 4. Identity fusion with outcome. Self-worth becomes bound to performance and approval. Rejection feels like annihilation of the self. 5. Affective dysregulation. Emotional arousal exceeds regulatory capacity. Anger floods where grief was needed. 6. Rumination loops. The mind replays perceived injustice. Resentment intensifies with time and isolation. 7. Distorted blame projection. Responsibility is displaced outward. Cain perceives Abel as the cause, though Abel did nothing wrong. 8. Reactive violence attempt. In reactive aggression, violence can appear as a way to discharge unbearable arousal. For Cain, killing may have promised relief from internal chaos. 9. Aftermath destabilization. For Cain, violence does not resolve the threat. It deepens separation from self, others, and the world. And so we realize, comparison can corrode regulation. Unmet validation can feel like threat. In Cain's case, violence was a failed attempt at relief. Loss of internal worth preceded harm to Abel. Abel's death was a tragedy, a life was taken. Understanding Cain's dysregulation does not reduce Abel to a mechanism. Harm matters regardless of explanation. So we ask ourselves, where do I measure my worth against another? What part of me equates rejection with danger? How do I regulate disappointment without turning it outward? What support helps me hold loss without creating harm? Cain was not born violent. He lacked regulation and chose violence. Lack of skill explains context, not responsibility. And you are the sacred intelligence learning to metabolize worth, disappointment, and pain without turning them into harm.